The following program is produced at and funded by Lyndon State College, the College of the Northeast Kingdom.
Live from the Vermont Center for Community Journalism, this is News 7 at 5:30.
Good evening, I'm Camille DeLongis alongside Tyler Catterett.
At around 8 this morning, Waterford Fire Department responded to a camper fire. The St. Johnsbury Fire Department was also called in for mutual aid. Fire officials were not sure what caused the blaze, but they think it was due to an electrical issue with a refrigerator or heater. There were no injuries reported.
The man accused of killing his girlfriend's 13-year-old disabled son will be in court next Wednesday. 39-year-old Walter Richters is scheduled for a change plea hearing in St. Johnsbury October 28th. The victim's mother, 39-year-old Melissa Robitaille, will be in court in late November, charged with murder as well. Prosecutors say the pair killed Robitaille's disabled son in 2014 by putting alcohol into his feeding tube.
Investigations are complete on the two 18-year-olds charged with sexual assault back in August. The investigation stated that Daniel Hellman of West Burke and Kyle Lamphere of St. Johnsbury took an underage girl to the entrance of a farm and forced her to participate in sexual activity. Hellman and Lamphere are due in court December 7th. A Vermont state senator facing sex charges and possible expulsion from the legislature is questioning how he can get a fair trial before his House hearing is complete. Franklin County Senator Norm McAllister is scheduled to testify before a Senate committee as early as January. His trial will not happen until late winter. McAllister will claim his innocence and has no plans to resign from his position.
Lyndon State College is hosting a community discussion tonight on the legalization of marijuana in Vermont. The event will start at 6 p.m. in the Moore Community Room. Sponsors say, for or against, all interested community members are encouraged to attend and engage in a discussion about marijuana legalization. Tomorrow we will have more information on what takes place during the event. The Green Mountain Group just received approval to begin a new solar project in West Burke. News 7's Abby Green shed some light on the story.
The opportunity to save money and energy was presented to Lyndon Institute, and they have officially hopped on board. The Green Mountain Group has received approval this past week to install a few thousand solar panels on almost 4 acres that will help power the high school and save them money.
So $27,000, although that doesn't sound like much, that could be a position, a teacher's aide, a teacher, a half teacher, a office person, so that's significant savings.
The Green Lantern Group plans to install over 2,000 solar panels right here in West Burke off of Route 5 in this gravel pit you see behind me. They hope to do it within the next few months before the ground freezes and halts their installation. Lyndon Institute will not only be saving money, but also over 12 metric tons of carbon dioxide over 2 decades. This is equivalent to saving one average American home's energy output for an entire year.
We've put the order in for the equipment, and we will begin construction as soon as the equipment arrives, but we aren't exactly sure when that's going to be.
Lyndon Electric Company, Lyndon Institute, and the Green Lantern Group are all working together to make this project happen. Reporting for the Vermont Center for Community Journalism, I'm Abby Green in West Burke.
We will have updates as the installation process advances within the next few weeks.
Another proposed project in the Burke area is the Burke Mountain Academy. The school is planning to construct a new 15,000 square foot training facility on Alpine Lane. It will be named after Ronnie Burlack, the U.S. skier and BMA alum who was killed in an avalanche in Australia in January. The school is currently awaiting final permission from the state's Environmental Board. Your cell phone could now be tracked without a warrant. A new policy allows the Secret Service to use a suitcase-sized device known as a Stingray. Devices like this have been used in the past to gather electronic data, which can be used to locate cell phones and their owners. Warrants would be needed to use this device prior to the new policy. It's emphasized that this device does not allow eavesdropping on conversations or the storing of text messages.
The Vermont State Colleges are considering a name change. The system is made up of Castleton University, Lyndon State College, Johnson State, Community College of Vermont, and Vermont Tech. The reason for the change is because Castleton State College recently became Castleton University. Some of the ideas for a new name include Vermont Higher Education System, Vermont State Higher Education System, Vermont State Colleges and University System, Vermont State Colleges, or an idea of your own. Students from LSC had their own opinions on the change.
not as of right now, just give it some time before give people an idea to think about it.
I honestly like the name Vermont State College's, system there, and I just don't think that they need to change it.
Students are asked to take the survey that was sent to their emails yesterday before November 6th. If you have any questions, contact the Chancellor of the Vermont State Colleges.
Nationwide, 20% of eligible students heading to college miss out on Pell Grant funding. Vermont is ahead of the curve and can be traced to high FAFSA filings. 80% of high school seniors applying to college have filled out the forms. Awards of the state-level grants also beat out others in the region. Scott Giles, president of VSAC, says that applying for grants and scholarships is critically important to students attending or planning to attend college. Giles also stressed the need for returning college students to fill out their FAFSA throughout their college careers.
Vermont Secretary of State Jim Kondos is announcing a new online voting registration website. The goal is to engage more Vermonters in voting. All town and city clerks in the state will be required to use this system. The state website has multiple components that help people register, check their voting status, and request an absentee ballot. It also helps town clerks complete voting-related tasks. Almost 300 people have registered since the site was created last week. Kondos says the site cost over $2 million to create, but was heavily funded by a federal grant. Visit vermont.gov for more information. The Board of Directors for the St. John's Very Country Club announced they will remain open for the 2016 season. Donations to keep the club open came from local residents and people as far as San Antonio, Texas. This donor's generosity will be acknowledged with a plaque. You can get your membership for the 2016 season by visiting the clubhouse before November 1st or online at golfstjcountryclub.com.
Northern Community Investment Corporation is celebrating its 40th year helping out local businesses and their owners. According to NCIC President John Freeman, the nonprofit organization has aided around 3,000 companies. Helping out local business owners is something that motivates NCIC.
It's what gives us our energy to try to be creative, to try to bring solid solutions. So I think we've done pretty good. We've helped a lot of people, and we feel good about it. But I think the region needs more.
Not only has NCIC been instrumental in various businesses, it also has helped Littleton and the surrounding communities receive faster Wi-Fi. NCIC partnered with Wireless Link in increasing the wireless download and upload speeds. The improvements will provide an ideal speed for local business owners and residents of the areas, according to NCIC President John Freeman.
To be able to have the level of speed, say 10 megabits at your house, is quite an advancement. It's very important to the future of the region, so we're pleased that we're able to help.
The expansion is for most residents across Franconia, Easton, and Littleton.
An iconic location for banners in downtown Lyndonville has been removed and has no plans of returning. The banners strung across Broad and Union Streets have advertised local events for years, but the fire department, who hangs the banners, says they no longer can keep doing this after the installation of a road median this past summer. The median has blocked off any room the fire truck would use to hang the banners and has made the task too difficult.
This is more a local issue for us. It's us not having coming up with a way to do it that's efficient with a reasonable cost attached to it.
The banners are also in violation of the state's billboard law, which does not allow billboards to be hung across state highways. The Linden winter parking ban officially goes into effect next Saturday. Pink notices have been handed out to residents parked in the forbidden areas, letting them know when to move their cars. But this year, the ban has a new policy that involves cars blocking sidewalks.
If they can't get the snow removal equipment through because of a back bumper, the car gets towed. Okay. And that's well within the right of the ordinance.
I think parking at certain locations in the village is at a premium, there's no question. There are some landlords that have very limited parking.
Total costs this year with towing exceed $100 with a $50 fee every day the vehicle is not picked up. Officials are urging residents to move their cars out of public streets and away from sidewalks starting Halloween night. And now Felicia Woody joins us with a first check on our forecast. And no snow today, Felicia. In fact, dare I say, a windows down kind of day for the drive home. Where did our high temperatures top out?
Yes, it was, Tyler. It was actually a pretty mild day today, and we actually topped out here in St. Johnsbury at 61 degrees, so no chances of snow in sight for today, and doesn't look like we're going to be having any for the next week or so. So current satellite radar showing that clouds are exiting, and so are the showers. We're not going to be seeing any chances of rain, at least for tonight and into tomorrow, but we are going to be seeing some clouds, so we can't rule out any chances of those clouds. So if you are heading out tonight, temperatures are going to stay pretty mild with mostly cloudy skies and going down to about 49 degrees and partly cloudy skies by 11 o'clock. And coming up in my full forecast, we're going to talk about colder temperatures. So I know we don't want to hear about it, but we are going to be seeing some cold temperatures on the way. When are our next rain chances? And for those of you who are ready to hit the slopes, we do have a ski report ready for you. Back to you.
Thank you, Felicia. Moose hunting season is coming to a close.
Plus, children from Head Start got a big surprise today. What could it be?
That's